It's a triumvirate of excellence as never before experienced on computer.
This is the unique Geek.
Sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumber.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Now featuring 11
listeners. This is the unique Geek.
Three guys sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
This is Unique Geek.
Now featuring 11 listeners.
Inconceivable!
It's like radio without a studio or an audience. Yes, it's a triumvirate of excellence as never before experienced on computer. We picked up a weirdo. And then there was silence.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con, the podcast that likes its teas without crumpets, because we don't know what crumpets are. But, as luck should have it, we have someone here who might actually be able to explain to me for the first time. And that's not Google. It's Caro. Hey! How you doing?
Doing well.
As folks can see, if you're watching or if you're listening and you realize that we haven't done the regular banter over to Lee, Lee isn't online right now. So not going to make any assumptions of what's going on with her. I assume she was taken away in a TARDIS, but not 100%.
That's a fair assumption.
Your thoughts. All right. So, Caro, you are, and what I've heard, you've actually got an anniversary this year, but you are the track director for what we call the BritTrack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that is short for Britney Spears track, correct?
Yeah, only Britney is allowed in the room. So we, for the longest time, were called the Doctor Who track as we started out, and very early days, 40 years ago, 40th anniversary of Dragon Con, which is crazy. And
actually, it's not 40. It's
right. I know it's 40.
It's 40. Stop it, everybody.
But we started off as the Doctor Who track, and then we
the BritTrack. Wait, BritTrack is actually online commenting to you that it's lies, all lies.
Yeah, that's my assistant director. Thanks, Rob. He's in our social media. So we started off as the Doctor Who track, and then we evolved into the British science fiction and fantasy media track, which is way too long and a mouthful to say.
Yeah.
When I took over 20 years ago,
by the way, let's not just kind of gloss over that. It was 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. That would be like 2 generations. That's like a child that's almost ready to drink.
I know, right? Don't say that.
unless you happen to be in Britain, in which case they probably already drink. Anyway.
Well, yeah, true. but yeah, so when I took over after my first year, I couldn't. Everybody would call us the BritTrack because they're like, that's all the British stuff happens, and because our content covers everything. It's we just lovingly have been calling it that for a very long time. So we officially changed the name. We got our own logo, and it's been taken off ever since then. So it's where we cover any pop culture media that comes out of the United Kingdom.
Now, is it specifically the United Kingdom, or are we kind of like a little more like Europe in general?
No, not Europe in general. I mean, a little bit here and there, but we pull from, but we stick with mostly United Kingdom properties. We've done, stuff out of Canada before. We randomly one year had
technically Canada falls under the Crown.
Technically, it's kind of part of the Commonwealth, sort of. Not really. But we also covered the tribe out of Australia one year. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That was a fun show. There used to be a track for the tribe, and then this show.
Yeah, that's right. That was like for like a hot minute, like maybe like 1 year, maybe, right?
Yeah, and then they got rid of it, and then we got it for 2 years, and then the post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
track came out a little bit later. So it's just funny how, over time it's just evolved, and our content keeps changing, and we try to cover as much as we can. We have a little bit of music stuff, a little bit of our little bit of TV, a little bit of film, and just in general fun, cultural related panels as well. So it's your place to come and have a good laugh. Absolutely.
Awesome. So, so as I said, you've been there for 20. What was, if you can remember back that far, and if the therapy is working, what was the impetus, or how did you wind up with the track?
So I was in senior in high school, and I heard about it from a friend of mine, and they said you should go. And so I went. This was back when I think we were only in maybe one hotel, not even two yet. And so we were smaller, and there it was a limited amount of space. There wasn't a lot of places to go. And I ended up spending most of the weekend in the track room because I just liked the content. I liked the people were great, and they were doing this Who's Line contest, and they had panels on different books I'd read that I didn't think other people liked, like Terry Pratchett and Discworld, and I just ended up being in there constantly in the front row, raising my hand and commenting on different things. And so the director said, you should come volunteer. And so I did the following year. And then over a number of years, I took over, and I've just been going ever since.
Ooh. Now, we were talking beforehand. You're listing off some of the big, or even just some of the medium size, we'll call them, events you've got running, and in a lot of tracks this would be the entire track, and this is just like a scratching. You said you have how many hours of program?
About 51, 56 hours of programming over the course of the entire weekend. Yeah, it's a lot. We do a lot, but we have a lot of stuff to cover, and we like having fun and staying up late and not getting sleep.
I mean, I'm not sure everyone's going to agree with you that that's what you like doing, but how do you decide what you're going to cover any one particular year? Because there is a plethora of great British media or even Commonwealth media out there.
So what we try to do is stay true to some of our tried and trues that we bring back every year that are popular.
Can I convince you not to cover Doctor Who anymore?
No.
Oh, darn. Okay.
But we always have Doctor Who programming, sprinkled in. But it's not our main focus, because we're the BritTrack, we're not the Doctor Who track. And so we have tried and trues that we fold in every year. We also look at anniversaries. So if anything is having an anniversary, we try to fit that into our programming, from music anniversaries to just random little things here and there that we try to celebrate. And anything that's currently in the buzz of media, we try to do. Like with having the World Cup in Atlanta, we have a couple of panels dedicated to football.
Yeah, I remember.
And we also have other topical shows that get released, or newer content that gets released. And then we kind of just roll with that. So we try to stick with the newer stuff, some tried and trues, a little bit of Doctor Who thrown into a merry mix of fun for everybody.
Now, I remember you, I think was it last year, maybe the year before, you even covered like F1, didn't you? Was that on your track?
That was a few years ago.
Oh, it was a few years ago. Okay.
Yeah,
cool. So let's go through some of the things. Like you have your big dance, right? What's that called?
the Doctor Who ball.
Yeah.
And that's on Sunday night in Hilton. Tentatively scheduled, of course.
Yep,
We
yes,
always say
everyone
tentatively
says
until it's
yes.
over. But Adam, DJ Black Sunshine is back. He was on hiatus last year. This will be, I think, his 8th or 9th year being our DJ, and we absolutely love him. He's phenomenal. And we have our costume contest announced the winners at 11:30 during the ball. There's a pre-judging for that as well. People can look for the times in the app. But it's a really fun time, and we play all sorts of music across all genres. And last year, towards the end of the night, we even played Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunter and had some of the cosplayers up dancing and doing a performance. It was really cool. So you'll see a lot of fun, and it's just a lighthearted evening of dancing and the really great DJ.
That was I thought it was Lee, but it was somebody else. Now you also do
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
cover a lot of games in general. What do you got going there?
Oh yeah, I know we have a lot of fun stuff. So we pride ourselves on 2 different styles of programming that's kind of unique to us. We do interactive programming where we take people out of the audience and they get to participate in various different things. And like, for example, on Thursday night, we do a Doctor Who version of Werewolf or Mafia, depending on, whatever version of the game that you've played. And it's really, really fun. There's usually at least 3 or 4 groups going on at once. And they have to find out who the secret Dalek agent is and save the Doctor. So it's a little bit of fun on Thursday night. And then we have 3 different trivia events. We do pub trivia, which is generic pub trivia, traditional, on Thursday night with all sorts of Brit-related categories. And then we have 2 Doctor Who trivias. One is for adults in teams, and the other one was very strict about is for our tiny Time Lords. And that's for kids specifically, and there are prizes. So it's a lot of fun, and people really get into it. Our room packs out pretty quickly, so you want to get in line for each of those. But we've been unfolding a lot of trying to do more kids programming and embedding that in to give the full family some fun. So
so speaking of, where is your track?
So we're in we call it the bowels of the Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
We're down below on the bottom Galleria level. We're in Galleria 5. We're right across from our annex, the Trek track. And we have the digital media track next door to us. So we're right at the bottom of the escalator going downstairs.
BritTrack asks BritTrack, what about the Vogons? But I do want to go back real quick to your Argentina-esque Falkland Islands sort of dispute you have with the Trek track. What's going on there? You mentioned they were your annex?
Yes, they're our annex. We stuck a flag in it. It's ours. That's how.
I mean, you are going around colonizing.
Yeah.
I guess you have to face that as well.
So
sometimes you have to be true to your roots.
Right? I mean, it's in us. It's in our blood. So
horrible. We're both going to be canceled after this. Go on.
Right, exactly. So a few years ago, my assistant director, Rob, who is asking me questions on our handle. Thanks again, Rob. And he went across the hall and decided to claim the Trek track in the name of United Kingdom. And he took our British flag and he stuck it into the panel table. And it was a whole bit from a few years ago. Yes,
Rob says, Kalis, bless the BritTrack empire.
Yep. And so because of this, kind of little bit between him and Joe from the Trek track, we've been going back and forth. So we've had 2 cosplayers who are dressed up as British police officers as bobbies. They just happened to be there as attendees. So we sent them over periodically to inspect our annex. And they would walk around and
Inspect it.
pretend
Make sure.
to make sure everything's up to code. And we stuck
Nicely done.
we stickered their room with property BritTrack one year. They stickered our room with Maquis stickers. We had a group of Maquis rebels come in and protest in between panels one time. And there's actually a YouTube video with Garrett, the director of the Track, on our YouTube channel that is very funny, that shows him refuting our control over him, over the Track. So it's been a fun little back and forth between the two of us to keep things light, and each year there's something different, and I don't know anything about it that's between the show and my assistant director, but it's unfolded into other people to the point where now at the end of our panels, we always end our panel with and please make sure to go visit our annex across the hall. And so it's funny because people who are newer don't know that we're kidding, so they go across the hall and they ask about they ask the volunteers about being a part of the BritTrack. So it's very funny, and it's all in good fun to keep things a little light. But yeah.
Now, Rob had asked about what about the Vogons?
So for a number of years, we love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? Everybody.
What's that? All right, that's it. I'm done. See you. Bye.
You're definitely getting canceled now.
I'm definitely canceled for a whole different reason now.
So,
anyway, yes.
Yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the Douglas Adams book series, as well as the movie and the TV show,
and the British radio show, and the.
There's so much. The property's huge. And so a few years ago, I went to this director and I said, I have a really terrible idea, but I think it's going to be pretty great. And he's like, well, what's your idea? And I said, well, I think we should do a Vogon poetry slam. And if you know anything about Vogons, they love writing terrible poetry. They write the worst terrible poetry in the galaxy. So he's like, okay, well, how is this going to work? So we create random titles and we hand them out when people come in, and then they have to write poems based on it and then perform it like a poetry slam. And myself, Rob, and some judges, we try to survive and see how painful, and whoever has the most painful poem wins. So they've won various years. We've given out like used copies of like Microsoft Office 96 and different fun, very important books. Like bird watching dictionary from 2002 was one year. That was Geek prize. But
Rob says I regret it every year.
Yes, I'm in pain every year just from trying not to laugh, but also playing the bit up. But it's a lot of fun. I think we've like some of the titles are like Ode to My Stinky Shoe. I trapped my ex-boyfriend in a refrigerator. That was one year. Moldy cheese. Oh, moldy cheese was one of them. So it's funny things like that, and people are just so creative. It's pretty wild.
Speaking of moldy cheese, Monty Python, you guys do stuff with.
That was a rough transition. You should have a thought come down. Yeah, we do the
They had the cheese sketch. That was the best I could get with that.
Oh, yeah, they did have the cheese test. My favorite is the Dead Parrot. That's my favorite, or the Argument sketch.
Blue cheese shots was my favorite.
It was a poem about blue cheese and taking
As
shots
shots?
of blue cheese. Yeah,
Wasn't.
it was disgusting. It was pretty gross. Just like the poem. But yeah, we do Monty Python experience. It's an experience. There's sing-alongs. There's a fish slopping contest. Spam eating. We've done all of the songs from the various properties of Monty Python, as well as they've performed some of the skits. And we are enfolding in silly walks. We used to do it as a separate panel, but we actually didn't have any room this year, so we put silly walks back into the Monty Python experience as a contest within it. So it's a lot of interactive.
It's a show within a show.
It's a show within a show within a show. And the guys that do it are really, really, really fun. And it's a nice laugh. So, like I said, we're the track that you go to have a good chuckle at. We do talk about serious things. We do have serious programming, but we like to keep it light.
Well, before we get back to light, what would be some of that serious program?
Oh, the serious stuff. So we do discussions of just various different shows, like Agatha Christie. We have a panel for her celebrating her passing. We have, it's like 50 years since she died or something. And then we have a cozy murder mystery panel called Just Another Murderous Monday, where we talk about on Monday cozy murder shows. We also have James Bond panel, which is my favorite. It's what I moderate. And we're going to talk about if we could cast the next James Bond property in Amazon, who would we cast? Who would we want to run? What would we want to see from the books that we haven't seen so far? So kind of fun. And then our various right, and then our various music panels. We have a panel on British noir this year films, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of content. It's 56 hours.
You said your music panels. You also have another performance-based track or session panel, I guess. What'd you call it? You know what I'm talking about. What is it? Explain it.
So this is another terrible idea of mine. I don't know how it's going to go. Yeah, Doctor Who: The Wilderness Years is another panel we're using. We're just speculating it because of everything going on with Doctor Who show, if we're going to have Wilderness Years or not. Because we've had some in the past and we've survived it and it's come back. So there's a lot of things like that. But to talk about our late night programming and music, our DJ who does our ball, DJ Black Sunshine, also is going to be hosting a karaoke session in our room. It's going to be on Saturday 11:30, but it's themed. But again, a terrible idea of mine, but I think it's going to be fun. Is Eurovision karaoke. So
so are you only Eurovision songs?
Only Eurovision songs. It's only Eurovision songs will be on the list that you can choose from and try to perform.
Interesting, because Eurovision has some of the most eclectic songs, we'll call them, that you can find out there.
And they are earworms, and we love them, and they are delightful. And I'm very much so looking forward to seeing what's going to happen and what Dragon Con is going to bring into the room. I'm hoping for a saxophone guy. I'm hoping,
You're hoping for
desperately for someone to come in with the saxophone. And I know everyone's going to want to sing Fairy Tale. Or
when is this? When's this panel again? Or when's it scheduled?
Saturday 11:30. Saturday 11:30. It's the last panel in the room of the night. So I said, go as long as you want.
Oh, sweet. But that isn't after 10 o'clock. So is it adult centric? Well, not centric necessarily.
But it's after
it's not
the
child
water.
safe.
No,
necessarily.
No, No, it's after the watershed hour, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a fun time, and I'm curious to see what people are going to pick and perform. So it'll be a fun,
Um,
interesting night.
yeah, you also do cover obviously British,
Hmm.
and you again probably what your third or fourth year Taskmaster.
Yep. This is, I think, the fifth year, possibly.
Fifth year? Yeah.
So we will be bringing back Taskmaster again. It's super popular. It is an interactive. We do pull people from the audience. We have our Task Mistress, Bewitched Raven cosplay. And she's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. Last year, there were two people who actually like made the chairs and brought them. They were in cosplay. It was really great.
I wasn't
They
sure. I
had
was like,
actual
why
chairs.
were they making chairs? We have plenty of chairs.
The
during-
gold
oh,
throne.
yes. It dawned on me after a minute.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking about.
But you know,
that's cool.
she's got, it's really funny, and the tasks are all very unique. Some of them are kind of versions of stuff that's been on the show, and as well as some new, you know, unique to Dragon Con things, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a hoot and a half. But that's Saturday at 10 o'clock, and we're actually in the ballroom for that. So that's the Crystal Ballroom.
Oh,
Which
that's
is pretty
cool.
cool.
That's cool
Yeah.
because I did it one year with you, and I think we were in the track room. It's a little cramped in there to be trying to do some of that.
Mhm.
That's nice. That's nice to give you some more room.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that, and it's a higher stage, so people can see, and you
Yeah,
know.
that's also another problem too if you're trying. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You said that's Saturday night?
Yes, Saturday night at 10
So
o'clock.
it's right before the Eurovision thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I think it might be at the same time, actually, so you might have to choose. But you have to check the app. I make the
Check-
schedule, and it, like, stuff moves around.
Yeah. You made the schedule doesn't mean that's what the schedule is.
Right. That's why everything's tentative, because who knows? We'll find out.
I do have a couple. You also cover Would I Lie to You? Right?
Yeah, so we did it last year. What I Lie to You is a long running panel improv show. It is on Amazon. For those who've not watched it, you need to, because it's hilarious.
Also on
and
YouTube in bits and bites too, if you just want to kind of get a taste of what.
yeah, and it's the more of the trip, but you see the panel show is very unique to the UK. You don't really have a lot of versions of that here. I mean, you have comedy interview shows, you know, late night shows, but you don't have anything like a panel show here. They've tried a couple different properties here, but it's just not as successful. But What I Lie to You has 3 different, you know, sections to it. Usually the trick is they're trying to figure out whether or not the person's story is a lie or not. And if the person on that team successfully lies, then they get a point, which means nothing, but means something. And then the other,
as it is with all British panel shows. Here's your points.
They mean something, but not really, but they do, because they like to say that they've won, but not, you know, lose.
But they're British and they can't admit that they've won. So
Yes.
they have a guilt about winning, and so they got to keep that inside.
Right, like lots of apologies.
Yes.
And I'm sorry.
Sorry for winning.
I'm sorry.
We're being better at this than you.
Yes. So it's fun, and we're trying to figure out who's lying, who's not. But the stories are very unique. Some of them are on the fly, like stories. So they'll get like a piece of paper, and the person will have to open it and instantly make up something, and we have to figure out if they're lying or not. So it's also where the famous lots of famous different actors, and usually they're D-list actors or C-list actors. They're not really that well known. I think like one episode there was like a ski Olympian on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of other comedians go on the show, and or like there's a soap opera actress one time, she just didn't know what she signed up for. So, but we're going to do a live version of that, and it'll be a lot of fun.
And I do have a couple more things here on my list before we get to our game.
Nice.
Two other things. The hooligan learn how to cheer like a
Yeah, like a hooligan, a football hooligan. So we just had FIFA. We just had the football World Cup.
Yeah. Oh, that happened. That's right. I remember now.
I remember, like, Atlanta shut down. And I actually went downtown to one of them. It was a lot of fun. And it took America by storm. So we do have some football programming, and yes, it's called football, not soccer. And so we have
it's a touchline, not a sideline.
Right. And so we have the learn to chant like a football hooligan, because a lot of people didn't understand a lot of the different chants during the World Cup and where they come from. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of stuff unfolding for it. We have a Ted Lasso panel as well.
I was about ready to ask you that very question.
Because of the return. So we are doing it. I expect to see people. And then this year, I'm very excited. I'll be hosting a Welcome to Wrexham panel to talk about, talk about the show and the team. So I got my Wrexham kit. So I'm excited to talk about that. I know it's like every episode makes you cry. It's such a great documentary series. But in honor for those of you just who are coming, because I am a big football Premier League follower myself. So if you find me at the con, I have a bag of these. I'm giving them out. They're miniature little cones.
Oh, cool.
So they're mini parking cones. You can come get one from me. And if you know what it means, right. When the Scots came over to Boston, they brought a tradition with them, which is whenever they play in other areas of the UK, they take parking cones and they go find a historical statue and they put it on the historical statue as a bit, like as a hat. And so they've been doing it for years. So when the Scots came over to Boston, they did it all over Boston.
Oh, really?
All over the city of Boston
during
the World Cup. And they fell in love, Boston fell in love with the Scots. In fact, the Scots drank Boston dry of Samuel Adams. They had to ship in Sam Adams for all the Scots.
That's so weird because to me that would be just like, I just go down to the corner lot. I can't imagine being out of Sam Adams, I guess is what my point is, especially if you're in Boston.
Right. Of all places.
Yeah.
So it's just funny that there's been this huge exactly. Don't put them on the lines. But they're tiny ones. They're not big. So but the parking cones have been this pervasive bit that they've done when they've traveled all over during the World Cup. And Instagram just picked up on it and thinks it's the funniest thing ever. And I thought it was hilarious. So I bought a bunch of little tiny, I only have 200 little ones that, people could come and get from me and come visit, get a little tiny parking cone. But I'm excited to do our football programming. The couple of times we've done it, it's been really successful. So, again, we cover, when I say we cover all pop culture, we really do, because we have music, we have panels on Sherlock Holmes, we have panels talking about Elizabeth Bronte and her work. We have a kids play hour with the 100 Acre Wood and Winnie the Pooh celebrating.
I meant to ask you about that. Yeah.
And so our hour is about the same time that the Trek Tracks is. So families can go, back and forth between the two. And just have a place to kind of wind down. But it is the 100th anniversary, and that's Saturday at 11:30, like right after the parade. So if you need to cool off,
that's perfect.
you can wander down and get some water. And we have little centers, little stations like coloring and pin the tail on Eeyore planned, and some other fun, cute stuff for people to just. We have videos running of Winnie the Pooh. But every year we do a different theme. So we've done like Peppa Pig one year. For example, she turned 20.
She's eligible to drink as well soon.
Yeah. So, but we have
hold on. I just realized something. You started volunteering 20. Peppa Pig came around 20. I've never seen you two in the same place at the same time.
Maybe I'm Peppa Pig.
Interesting. All right. Well, one last thing. You said you had Hockney rhyming. Something. How's that different from Vogon? Vogon poetry.
So we used to do a panel for a long time called Curse Like a Brit, where you would learn how to curse like a British person, because they have very unique ways of cursing, and pretty much.
Yes, they do.
Like 100 to 200 different words for to call somebody an idiot, which is pretty fascinating. And Cockney is a very unique form, accent, area, region of the world of the UK, and they also have some very colorful, even deeper ways of slang rhyming. And so we have Paul Jenkins, who runs a podcast called The Football Hooligans. He's also a comic artist and part of the Comic Artist Alley, as well as writer. So he is a local, and he found us a few years ago, and he's done a few fun panels. And so he said, "Hey, what if I did a panel on how to, learn how to do Cockney slang rhyming?" And we said, absolutely. So that is late night.
And why is that?
Because the point of the rhyming is to offend people.
Oh, really? So, but why shouldn't kids learn these things? I'm missing the point. Why is my kid going to bed before they can watch?
Well,
I guess raise your kid how you want to raise your kid, but anyway, go on.
I mean, there you go. Everybody's got to learn how to rhyme somewhere. But I'm kidding. Please don't. It's definitely a mature audience.
A third grade trying to learn how to rhyme, and you go back to school.
I don't need emails.
The upside, they probably won't understand.
Yeah. But no, so they're hosting a late night, programming for that. So it's kind of like our Curse Like a Brit, but just a little bit of a variant of that. And it's going to be fun. I mean, we have a lot of late night programming. We start at Thursday, and we go until Monday, and every single programming hour slot that we can fill, other than the times that we need to actually sleep. I mean, we even show, we're going to show the Downton Abbey movie and then immediately have a discussion right after it, one of the mornings. So, and then we have early morning video going on at 7:00 in the morning. So if people want to wander down and have a place to, hang out in the morning and they're up.
Mary Poppins? Someone's asking about Mary Poppins.
Yeah, but Mary Poppins. Yes, she's British, but it's not American. It's American, granted with the books and everything, but no Mary Poppins this year. We can't fit it all in. I wish we could. We try to give nods as best we can. That's why we select our programming the way that we do. But I will say we do have a Linktree /BritTrack. Rob, if you're watching, put that in the chat, the comments. But we also have a very busy, very full Facebook group that posts stuff throughout the year. That's our kind of where we started off, was with the Facebook group, and then we've expanded to other media and social media platforms since then. So we're on Instagram, we're on all of the things. But we also tend to put a lot of our fan information out ahead of the convention. So if you have suggestions for programming, we take it very seriously. We put out a form every year, And some of our panels are from fan panelists. They're their ideas. So like, for example, we'll be doing a sleep token panel, which is, the band Sleep Token. This is their 10th year being together. So we're going to have like a sing-along / discussion panel. And that was a fan. It was a fan who put in that, idea. And I was like, I'm a huge fan of them. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do it. So we'll be doing that this year. But that goes out usually in like February on our Facebook group. And we send it there first because they're our most loyal people. We have like 4,500 members in our group. We're one of the largest tracks to have a fan group on Facebook. And then later on, once we get a rough idea of what kind of ideas of panels we're going to do, we put out a sneak peek, which is a list of tentative possible panels we'll be doing. And then we also have a fan panelist application that people can complete, that if you're an attendee and you are really into that topic, we want you to sit on our panels. We love having fans sit up there and chat, and it not just be we talk at you, we talk with you. So a lot of our styles of our panels are either the interactive stuff that we went over, or our discussions are not presentational. They're actually fan discussions where we pass around the microphone in the audience. There's a fan panelist that's on the panel. There's a couple of experts. There's a couple of volunteers. And we chit chat and we just celebrate all of these fun, different topics that we cover. Like we're even going to be talking about the 50th anniversary of the Muppets in the UK as one of our panel.
Yeah.
So
people forget that that's actually where Muppets actually, they originated in the United States, but the real show came out of Britain.
Yep. Right? Came out of Britain. And so because technically
yes, exactly.
It's sort of ours, not really, we should share it, of course. We wanted to celebrate that. And so we're going to do a discussion about the impact of the Muppets. And so there's a little bit of everything in our programming, and I encourage people to take a look at it and to join us and be a part of what we call the BritTrack family, because once you're BritTrack, you're always BritTrack, and we would love to see people there.
All right. So, Caro, I put your the code in our chat here for Jackbox.
Yeah. I'm going to lose again. I lost last time.
Who knows? And while you do that, someone said they're still waiting on a panel for Mr. Blobby.
Oh my God, we are not going to do a Mr. Blobby panel. That's wild.
But really, how do you feel about it? Be honest.
No comment. Nightmare fuel. One of the things I want to do probably one of these years is I don't know if we'll make it happen this year, but I want to do, like, while you're waiting in line, I want to do Carrot in the Box with people, which I think would be really funny.
What? Wait, what is that?
So Jimmy Carr has, Jimmy Carr is a very famous comedian.
Yeah.
And he has this bit called Carrot in the Box.
Carrot in the Box. Okay. Yeah.
You got to lie to see who has it or not, who has the carrot in the box. YouTube it. To those who don't know what I'm talking about. But it's a fun little thing where you win the carrot if you can get you can successfully argue if there's a carrot in the box or not. There's a couple of really funny bits. Okay.
Give me some audio here. All right, you're in, so I'm going to go ahead and let the audience come in. We got BNBD is the code today. BNBD.
Put in this room code to play. VNBD.
And while we wait for folks, let's remind everyone again where to find you physically at DragonCon. Where's your...
So you can find us in the Hilton, and we are in the Galleria level. In Galleria 5, we're right downstairs, again, across from our annex, the Trek Track. And we share the wall with digital media. So, people can find us anytime.
Rob says he'll take potent potables for 200, Alex.
But yeah, you definitely want to come down. It's a lot of fun, and we have a little bit for everybody. And hopefully, people will join us on our Facebook group and share stuff throughout the year. I mean, we post little tidbits here and there. In fact, there's a running release of just knowing your MP that we put out there because there's so many of them. And then we also, we honor those that have. Right now, we have a banner up for Tim Curry.
Oh yeah,
his passing. Yeah, which is incredibly sad. But we try to put out a lot of links to things or news articles on stuff throughout the year so that we can keep the conversation going.
Red Nerd does point out, which I always forget, is that I tried carrot in the box once. Long story short, I'm not allowed back in Food Lion. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. How's the volume for you there?
It's good.
Okay.
Sit back and enjoy Quiplash 3 Hilarity War. I'm Schmitty, and I'll take the shaking of your fists as a sign that you want to start the game. And remember, you still get to vote if you're in the audience. Type in that room code to join. Let's kick it off with round 1. You'll answer 2 prompts on your device in any way you want, and then each of your responses will square off against someone else's. The remaining players vote on their favorite. Easy, right? Oh yes, points. You score points based on the percentage of voters who like your answers.
These
Clear
points
enough?
do matter.
Sure hope so. Let's go.
They really tell us how much we like you. I'm playing today too because we are filming this in the middle of Saturday, so we have a few less people than we normally do playing. So I'm going to play also. So if you hear me typing, that's what's going on.
These prompts are hilarious.
Oh yeah, by the way, we are playing the custom BritTrack DragonCon 2026 edition of Quiplash. And I misspelled something on my answer. But it's okay, because I'll know how to read it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not as quippy
Let's do this.
as I need to be for this game.
Let's break the ice with...
Okay, the rejected name for a Doctor Who themed dating app.
Okay, choose away.
Okay. The Sonic Screwdriver or Exterminate. That is awesome. The Sonic Screwdriver or Exterminate.
Oh man, depends on what kind of dating app.
I kind of like them both, to be honest with you. The Sonic Screwdriver. Rejected name for Doctor Who themed dating app.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Exterminate. Got the audience with the Sonic Screwdriver.
Without further ado...
1 point. The worst gadget Q could issue bond for surviving DragonCon.
Now it gets real.
A banana
Pick your favorite.
or a rum bucket fixer. The worst gadget Q could issue bond.
It says run bucket, not run.
Oh,
bucket.
run. Well,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know
it
what a
means
run-
rum.
what's
I'm
a
sure it
run
means rum
bucket?
But maybe it's a run bucket fixer. I don't know.
Maybe it's like, like those marathon buckets and throw
Or it's a
water
person
on.
that goes around fixing all the run buckets.
I guess.
A banana.
Banana
wins rum bucket fixer. Won the audience.
Next
Heck
on
yeah.
the docket...
DragonCon panel that begins with T and ends with an international
Here's the fun
incident.
part. Pick
The
your
Dr.
favorite quip.
Whatball or Vogon Poetry Puppet Slam. Oh my lord. Vogon Poetry Puppet Slam or
Oh,
the
man,
Dr.
that's
Whatball.
Oh man, that's tough. I don't know.
DragonCon panel that begins with T and ends with an international incident. Dr. Whatball is mine.
I picked Dr. Whatball.
Vogon Poetry Puppet Slam, which I would argue is a much better brand. Also a panel that would need to be
And
in all
now-
of the large ballrooms.
Lots of boring.
The forbidden
And now it's time
fourth
to vote
rule
for your
of the
favorite.
Ministry of Silly Walks. You don't talk about silly walks or do not mention spam. The forbidden fourth rule of the Ministry of Silly Walks. You don't talk about silly walks or you do not mention spam. Mighty Bill will talk about silly walks or do not mention spam. Oh,
I don't know.
gotta
You do
quit
not.
that.
You do not mention Silly Walks is pretty funny. That was pretty good, Brandon.
And next is
The least reassuring announcement to hear aboard the Red Dwarf. Meow?
All
Or
right, choose your
everything's
favorite.
fine, don't bother checking.
Oh,
The least
man.
reassuring announcement to hear aboard the Red Dwarf is meow? Question mark. Or everything's fine, don't bother checking. Oh, everything's fine with me. Meow was Aruka's.
we made it through round 1 in one piece. Let's see if your score did.
How we do?
Oh, you guys did a puppet slam? No. You must be talking about something else. Oh, I forgot to see who was winning. I missed that. Anyone see that?
We did the
Next up
during
is a little
COVID.
thing
We
I
did
call
puppets
round 2.
as the
Props
Vogon
are
puppets.
more
Oh,
out there,
okay. I
and
guess
the
it's- I
points
guess
are
technically-
doubled.
All right. A couple more prompts coming everyone's way. Hold on a second. All right, I have something I want to write here for this one, but I'll do it. I'll do it. No.
Why? This is all. Then it's all in caps.
Yeah. Ms. Waffle says the Vogon Poetry Puppet Slam had me in stitches.
Nice.
I really want to put this. This is the first. Okay. I'm already being canceled. What do I care? No.
Oh God, I don't know.
I can't do it.
Time's almost up. Hurry.
No, I don't know why. I can't turn off my caps lock. Sorry.
Mighty Bill.
That was stressful. That was more stressful than the
It
first
was.
one.
I will tell you.
Yeah, I get
never
it. You
mind.
can't rush a good poop joke.
Mighty Bill.
It's quip time.
All right. I lost.
Leading off,
The real reason the Doctor refuses to take the TARDIS to DragonCon. Paying for
Punch in your
parking,
vote.
or he doesn't want to become a cult leader. Both very possible, very viable reasons for not wanting to bring the TARDIS to DragonCon. Paying for parking, or he doesn't want to become a cult leader. Now, I will tell you, Doctor, that if you park at the MARTA station, down further up, you can actually leave it there and. Oh, Mighty Bill got kicked out. Yeah, sorry, Mighty Bill.
Nice. We
He
actually
doesn't want to
have.
become a cult leader.
We have a TARDIS coming. It'll be in the Hilton lobby.
Next up.
Daniel is bringing his back.
The true identity of the mysterious person beneath
Okay,
the Doctor's
choose your
the
favorite.
fourth Doctor's scarf. Kermit the Frog or David Hasselhoff? the true identity of the mysterious person beneath the
Oh, wow.
fourth Doctor's scarf? Kermit the Frog or David Hasselhoff?
Go on.
Let's see. Oh, it's between me and Caro. And Kermit the Frog wins.
Yeah.
And next,
The embarrassing reason Crowley's Bentley was booted from the Dragon Con parade.
all right, people, it's
Too much
voting
exhaust
time.
fire, or it got run over by the sand crawler. Too much exhaust fire, or it got run over by the sand crawler. The embarrassing reason Crowley's Bentley was booted from the Dragon Con parade.
This is a nice car. Nice.
Let's see, we got split.
Oh,
And it got run over by the sand crawler.
Let's keep it going.
I think some folks got booted out, didn't they? Oh, what really happens when you push the red button on the TARDIS?
Decisions.
It drops
Choose
the
your
disco
favorite.
ball, or Brian Blessed appears. I think is what I meant to say. Brian Blessed appears, or dropped the disco ball. What happens when you push the big red button in the TARDIS?
that's a tough one. Have you seen the reel on YouTube of Brian Blessed?
No.
It's just him cursing.
Oh, really? Oh.
It's really funny.
And here we have
The least appropriate celebrity guest to host a quiet afternoon of tea and etiquette.
I
put
know
Mr.
Sean.
Bobby.
no.
I'll enjoy these big
I
points.
wanted to put never mind.
Mighty Bill.
wanted to
What would have
put-
been your answer?
Russell Brand is what I was going to put.
Round 2 is no more, but how
Oh,
did
you
you
were.
score? I'm sorry,
Maybe I
that was
shouldn't.
not intentional.
But Bobby's
No way.
arguably better. Cairo's winning. I said it at the end. I want to say Cairo again.
Step right up to Riplash.
People usually call
it's
me
One
it's either
last chance to
Caro,
redeem yourself.
Caro, or
Each of you will be sent a
I don't know,
prompt that
Caro.
requires 3
Like
separate
carotene. Oh, no, that's
responses. Remember,
Right. Pronounce that
big
either.
points
Like the
mean
syrup.
big pressure. And seeing how we have an odd number
Because
game,
you're so sweet.
you'll be going against me. How about
And sticky.
that?
What does that mean? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, hey, I got the answer. Name 3 things. Okay. All right, there we go. Brian Blessed, I know. Oh. Brian Blessing, I know not how to spell his last name.
I'm ready if you are.
I love it.
All right, here we go. Name 3 rules for surviving a British pub after midnight. A knuckle sandwich, my best collection, an unwanted
Yeah,
Facebook
you better
invites.
run. Sorry,
So
I only
sweet.
talk tough after I'm completely safe from
I know that's 'cause
humiliation.
that was against my will. So we don't actually have an answer for that. Name 3 suspicious things offered from beneath a Time Lord's trench coat. A vodka screwdriver, a Sonic
Okay,
burger,
everybody, pick
and
your
Sonic the
favorite
Hedgehog,
quip.
or Jelly Babies, Green Flame. Is it Flame? Flame? And 42. I'm pretty sure I'm missing the reference on the green one, but Jelly Babies, Green Flame, and 42, or vodka screwdriver, Sonic burger, or Sonic the Hedgehog. Jelly Babies win.
Jelly Babies always wins.
Name 3 reasons the Doctor refuses to discuss their weekend in Atlanta. Forgot which incarnation he
Time
is.
to pick the one you like
Couldn't
best.
find his fez. Too many companions. That's one of the reasons he doesn't want to talk about this. Too much pie. Got in a fight with the Klingon or lost the key to the TARDIS. 3 reasons the Doctor refuses to discuss their weekend in Atlanta. Forgot which incarnation he is. Couldn't find his fez. Too many companions. Or too much pie. Got in a fight with the Klingon and lost
Ooh,
the key to the TARDIS.
Brandon's was pretty good.
All right. Brandon's forgot which incarnation, Fez, and too many companions. All right, let's see who wins
Take
this
a deep
one.
breath and behold the final scores.
We're pretty far ahead.
Brandon killed it though.
Carol, no!
That was my first time winning. I've lost every
Nice. Well done. All right.
Nice. I'll take that as a polite win. Sorry, everyone, for winning.
Real quick. All right. Thank you again for joining us. I really appreciate it. Lee, wherever you are, I hope you're feeling better.
Yes.
And one more time for the people in the back, where do they find you at the con and other times not at the con on the web?
So they can find us live next weekend. Oh God, it's so soon.
Jeez, yeah.
I hope you've packed. We will be at the Hilton in thank you. And we'll be at the Hilton in Galleria 5 downstairs, again across from our annex and next door to Digital Media. You can find us online. Our link tree is https://link tr.tree/BritTrack, all one word, and you can find all of our links to all of our various different platforms we're on. Please, if you're on Facebook, join our Facebook group. We would love to have you be a member of our family, and we hope to see everybody there at one of our mini panels.
All right. So again, this is John for Caro and the missing Lee. Lee, miss ya. But I will see you in like 4 days, 5 days, 5 days, 6 days, 6 days officially, right? 6 days officially.
6 days, yes.
Yeah. But until next time, although I do hear Wednesday's making a push into Wednesday. Until next time, this is John saying peace.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
Bye. 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 Everyone say bye.